All right, y'all. We're going live. Hello, everybody. Now, the last time I streamed the original Call of Duty, which meant that I had to, like, fuck with my whole setup. So I'm not 100% sure if I am live or not. Let's see. Oh. YouTube's telling me I can make members-only live streams now. That's cool. I'm not going to do that probably, but that's cool. Let's give a second for people to pop on in. Oh, I also need to send this thing over to Discord. I forgot to do that. Oops. If I do this... Yeah, no, I'll open up over there. Lad has become a member. Thank you so much for returning to private. You're back. It's been the biggest will they won't they. Okay. Let's see. Uploads, streams. How the hell do I tell? Hey y'all, I'm streaming today. No, because today sounds like later. I'm streaming right now at everyone. Boop, boop. Cool. I am actually live, right? Sounds like I got people here. I'm not seeing chat, though. What's going on, everybody? How are we feeling about BO7? No, I'm not live. Oh, no. What's going on, Ghostbusty? Ghostbusty. Name caught me off guard. So... If somehow you've been living under a rock, you'll know. You may not know. There's a little game called Black Ops 7 coming out. It's coming out very, very soon. A month and change. We got COD Next coming out next, or COD Next happening next week. But in the lead up to it, actually, hold on. I think they put out like a. I should probably just have like Charlie Intel's fucking Twitter open. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Breaking news. Ghost of Hope tweeted something. I'll look at that here in a minute. I just searched Charlie, and that's it. I searched Charlie at a time like this and expected Twitter not to auto... Whatever. They have like a whole lead up now into COD Next. Today we got the multiplayer trailer and reveal. I'm trying to see... Yeah. Here's the road to beta. Sorry, this... is aligned weird. I have to actually... Let's do this. So yeah, today's multiplayer. Wednesday is Zombies. And then the following Tuesday is COD Next. And then that rolls us straight into the beta, which is actually only... It's a full week this time instead of a weekend and a weekend. I wonder if they wanted to get it done before... Because it ends on the 8th. Battlefield 6 comes out on the 10th. I wonder if that was part of it. What's going on, Degree? Game, welcome. Might get crucified this, but the game looks good. I agree. I'll talk about it here in a minute. My take is that BO7 multiplayer theme is the second best ever behind Adrenaline. Is Adrenaline BO2's? I mean, I think this one's called like Adrenaline. Oh, yeah, straight up Adrenaline 2025. Yeah, by the way, I'm playing the theme in the background. I assume that I probably won't be making money off of this stream. Hint, hint, if anyone wants to become a member, help support the channel. But let me know if this is too loud or too quiet, if y'all want to jam out to this. They also put out this is the theme for BO7. It's pretty good. It's no Rain in the Fire. I remember Rain in the Fire was fucking hype. Now we've heard it for the last fucking 10 months, so it's annoying. But yeah, this is still pretty good, I think. Oh shoot, wait, I'm stupid. The title isn't asking me to do that. No, this is a place to share your takes. How are we feeling about BO7? Because it's a strange COD, man. I said it earlier on Twitter. Like, I'm hoping that now the hype will start, because it's felt like there hasn't been a lot of hype for this game in the last, since the reveal, what, like 3 months ago or something like that? But I'm hoping, like, I'm trying to get a gauge on the community, because, like, I feel like I don't have that yet. Like what, how, is this turning people around? Because, like, my Twitter feed's blown up, but also at the same time, my Twitter feed is full of people who love Call of Duty no matter what, right? So, I don't know. Character designs are kind of a letdown. They look like Cyberpunk NPCs instead of Black Ops soldiers. Well, here, let's see. So, alongside the trailer, which we could go frame by frame if you want. If not, I have it right here in the background if you want to really zoom in and take a look. But they also put out, obviously, this blog post, because everything now has a blog post associated with it, which is good. They revealed all the maps at launch. They didn't put out TAC maps, which I'm actually kind of... I kind of like that they didn't put out the TAC maps. I feel like with TAC maps, you get like too good of an idea of every map before going into it. I kind of like having some surprises. Like based off of this, I have no idea what maps I'm gonna actually like and not like, and that's good. Like I wanna know. I don't want to know everything. Maps look, I think, pretty damn good though. We'll talk about all of this stuff here in a second. They break down the creative class as well, including this weird merging specialty hybrid system, which I don't fully understand. There's also this overclocked equipment feature. They talk about weapons for a bit. I think they reveal all the weapons that are going to be in the beta. Every kill streak they revealed. Here's character designs. Truthfully, I didn't look much at the character designs. One thing that I kind of don't like is the zombies characters are all zombified. I know that it makes sense in like the realm, in like the, you know, if you watch the cutscene, like it makes sense. But I don't know. I'm kind of tired of like every named character in multiplayer having like these bizarre fucking skins as like their first. Like, I don't know that that's Michael Rooker. Just like at a glance, I guess Mason is good. He's all right. Oh, wait, Reaper. Oh! Yeah, I straight up didn't even look at these. They're definitely more sci-fi, which I think, I mean, makes sense, right? It is like a sci-fi thing, you know? I don't know. Like, Razor's just a guy. Don't people want just a guy? I don't know. Am I confused? Like, I don't know. He's like the most normal dude. Isn't that what we want? We want normal people again? I will say I saw a tweet. I wish I could remember. Oh, wait. There's 3 teams? Why are these split up like this? Oh, I guess they aren't split up team and team. I think they're just... I think these are just people. Someone tweeted out, like, man, all these characters are good, but, like, I really just want... I really just want to, like, play as, like... I'm trying to find if they have the actual screenshot somewhere. They probably wouldn't because it's all multiplayer. But like, let's just play as like the single player dudes again, like the background soldiers, you know. I really want more soldier like. That's fair. You probably want to. Oh, I appreciate that, Antimatter. I'm excited for futuristic COD for the first time in a few years, and I like the aesthetic they've going for the game. Yeah, I'm not a particular fan generally of the sci-fi setting, but I am a huge fan of variety. And so even though like this isn't necessarily like I don't want this every year. Like through like the jetpack era, those were dark days for me because it was like constant. I got tired of it. But if this is a one and done and like we go somewhere else interesting after the fact, I'm with it. I'm totally for it. And I also think like it helps separate it a lot more from BO6, right? Leading into this, obviously, like one of the biggest like complaints has been like, you know, is this just another $70 DLC, right? Is this another MW2 to MW3 situation? I feel like watching through the trailer, I don't get that same vibe, right? Like there's definitely pieces of it that are like similar, right? But I don't think that this is any more, like, I don't think that this is so close to Black Ops 6 that it's, like, insulting in the same way that MW2 and 3 were. You know what I'm saying? Why play this when BO2 is right there? To be fair, so this actually seems to have a lot more future tech in it that BO2 actually did. I think, like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like some people kind of forget that while BO2 was in the future, the multiplayer, like, really didn't use too many, like, crazy gadgets or like, unique, like, elements to it, right? Like, they showed off that dog thing. Hold on. It's literally called a dog. Oh, yeah, and you can pet it. Let me see. Did I pass it? Yeah. Like, this stuff was in the single player, but that never made it to multiplayer. Same thing with, like active camo didn't come in until BO3. Or, I guess, AW, which is now in this game. There were a handful of sites, right? I think they even show off. I don't remember if clusters were in BO2. But, like, this site is something straight out of BO2, right? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even notice until now. You straight up see through the wall. I kind of don't know if I like that or not. I don't think there was anything in BO2 that lets you see through a wall. I do remember there was, like, that like, pulsating thing, like target finder. I don't like how it's, like, through something, though. Let's see. You didn't see through walls with the target finder. Yeah, it just, like, highlighted whatever was in your vision. But there was a gun that did that. That's interesting. I'm not so sure. So there was a couple of, like, things that I'm a little concerned about balance-wise. We'll obviously have to see once the beta comes out and, like all of that. But there's a couple of, like, small stuff like that, which I think I'll get to as we go through the blog post here. I do want to catch up a little bit on chat, though, because I feel like I've been ignoring some of y'all. Why am I here? I hate Call of Duty. Stop being such a compelling storyteller so I can avoid this franchise altogether. Hey, that's what Activision pays me for, baby. They send me a check every month to drum up people to play this game. I don't know. I like Call of Duty. I think sometimes people, like, take it too seriously. It's just a game. If you like it, play it. If you don't play it. And if you want to watch content and not play it, that's also cool. Let's see. BO2 didn't have Battle Pass. That's true. Yeah, I do wonder what post-launch is going to be. The rumor is that it's going to be, like, solid, more MW3 style. I still have issues with MW3, though. So, like, you know, we'll see. Like them just copy pasting whatever MW3 had, I wouldn't be super big fan of. Can't understand the hate to battle passes. I just don't like how it breaks the entire game's progression down to a literal clock in and clock out. Right? Everything is just time based. So to get through 100 tiers of the battle pass, you have to put in, I'm making up a number, 25 hours. Right? You have to just, over the course of the season, you have to put in 25 hours worth of gameplay into this. And that, I think, only contributes to the, like, grind set that we have around gaming now. Like, people don't play for fun anymore. They play because, like, well, I gotta get that battle pass done. Well, I gotta get this camo grind done. And it's just, like, I don't know. You know, I get wanting to, like, progress. And like the monkey part of my brain loves when I get a new battle pass thing, right? Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like there's got to be a system that, like, makes me want to play the game and not feel like I am like I need to, you know? Yeah, it increases burnout. That's a good way of putting it. Do we get a map tour of the season 5 maps? No, I barely have played BO6. You know what? Ooh. So I'm working on a video right now. I've got to script it tonight. I want to get it up hopefully before COD Next about forgotten Call of Duty maps. Maybe I work whatever the hell came out in Season 5 into it in some way, because I don't even remember what maps are in Season 5. They remade something, surely. WMD was last season, right? Oh, no. That was Season 5. Season 5 Reloaded. I already forgot the thing. Are you going to COD next? No, not this year. They, you know, I told them, hey, I'd get 30 more views on your live stream, but they wouldn't take it. Maybe next year. We'll see. I just hope we get more weapons in BO6. They literally added one new secondary so far. Yeah, so the rumor is also... Hold on, I have Ghost of Hope's thing open too. So he tweeted this, I don't know, a few days ago. In case you aren't like up with like all the leaks and news and stuff, I don't want to just like scroll through his entire. Yeah. So this is a rumor, but the rumor currently is that BO7 will have more content than in its post-launch seasons than what MW3 had. The current plan, according to sources, is for Black Ops 6 to have a lot of content in seasons 1 through 4, then taper off to give Activision time to push Modern Warfare 4 marketing very hard. Treyarch earlier this year has pulled some of the planned BO6 post-launch content and pushed it into BO7, so they can repurpose and reskin it. So that would explain why it seems like we are getting like the bare minimum in 6, and so ideally, that stuff will come in 7. Kind of a, like, really, like, kind of shit when you think about it. Because we all bought 6 believing that we would get all this content, and now it's like, it's on the next one. But, at least it's coming. Treyarch and Raven are being told to leave nothing on the table for Black Ops 7 and Warzone because the engine upgrade for MW4, which has been told to be very significant. And then he talks about Warzone for a little bit, which, I'm not going to fully get into. But it does seem like they will hopefully go all in, balls to the wall with content here. Because again, I mentioned this a lot. GTA 6 is coming out during this game. I think they really have to fucking nail this one. And they need to nail the one that comes out next November. At that point, GTA 6 will have been out for like a few months. So, you know, it'll you know, who knows what the state that gaming will be in at that point, but you know, I think that like they know like this year has a lot riding on it. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Battlefield 6 and everything, right? They gotta make it so you can still level up a battle pass after the season ends. Yeah, I think at a bare minimum they should do that. I would not. If I was making like a COD Next bingo card, that would be like, I think that one's a shoo-in, that they're gonna do that, because so many other games do that by now that it's a no-brainer. But I mean, yeah, but I don't play if I don't have fun. The only problem is they have new guns in there. The rest is meh. I don't need an operator skin if I can't even see it. You know, I'm with you, but yeah, like the guns being behind these, like they put that the revolver in, and they finally did challenge-based, a challenge-based event again, right? Instead of just flat XP. But you need to do one challenge to unlock the next challenge. It's still drip feeding, you know? Like I don't know. It just seems weird. All right, let me get off Ghost of Hope now. I keep bringing up the blog post as if I'm gonna like go through it, and then I get distracted. So I'm really sorry. Does anyone remember raids? I would love for raids to come back. I want to make a video about raids. I've been meaning to for straight up 2 years. I hate them stripping things for the current game, the next game. The second time they did it, literally fell for it again. They reading through also some of the like perks and features of this game feels a little like where the perk Close Shave is back, which if you don't know was a DLC perk for BO6, and it's just like here it's now in this one. And it's same thing with Fly Swatter, the wild card that gives you a launcher instead of a melee weapon. Both great things, great additions, love that they were there. But it's like, why was it a DLC there? And it's like they just like, it's like they're making it on the assembly line and just throwing it out, and it's like, all right, now it's in the game. It's not even a bad thing. It just like feels weird to be like, oh, we already got some of this content drip fed before. Like it's, I don't know. Who's the big side developer this year? It's Treyarch, of course. Oh, isn't Sledgehammer helping out? Yeah, I think at this point, every studio, it's all incestuous. it's all made by committee. You know what I mean? Really like the Halo MCC Battle Pass system where every pass was there. Yeah. And then you would do, credits, and you spend it on any pass item. Yeah, loved that. I've been saying for years, yeah, MCC was, like, ahead of the game. Well, not always. Okay, I've been out of the game since BO2. Will BO7 be good? Maybe. What I would recommend, so the open beta is, I think, the 5th. Hold on. Yeah, the 5th is the open beta. Anyone can get into it. Play that, and if you enjoy it, and if you have if you have Xbox, get a month of Game Pass if you don't have it, and play that when the game comes out. You know, that's what I would recommend to someone who's like not like fully like indoctrinated into COD and just wants to try it. Do that. You know what I mean? Don't just drop $80 or however much. Is it $80 now? No, I think it's $70. I think like every studio went backpedaled on the $80 thing. I don't think the content was held back to make BO7 better. I think after season 1 or 2, they realized the ship was going down, so they saved it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the stories about BO6's development in the next like 5 years. Because it feels like something's going on. Is Vonderhaar still there? No, he left, I think, before Cold War. Or maybe it was right after they shipped Cold War. He made a new studio. I think it's called Bullet Farm. They haven't released anything yet, but soon, hopefully. BO7 will be good. This time for sure. Look, it took him 7 tries to get it right. Okay, all right, let's just start going through all this. I'm gonna try to like lead this this snake down I don't know the metaphor I'm going for. New mode Overload. I actually love. Oh, it is available at the beta. Oh, I missed that. Okay, I thought it wasn't gonna be there. So I love that the first thing on this blog post is pandering to me specifically. I love me some new game modes. I think it's an underrated aspect of a new game is that there's new modes constantly. Or rather that there should be new modes constantly, right? So this game, we're getting a new mode called Overload, which I'm going to be honest, sounds a lot like Uplink. I'll read you the exact description here. Fight for possession of the Overload device. In this new push and pull 6v6 respawn mode that challenges teams to overload the enemy's control zones. Only one device spawns on the map at a time, so get in there, grab it before the other side can. The team in charge of the device must protect the carrier as they run toward 2 designated zones near the enemy team's starting spawn. Disrupt one of the zones in time to score a point and spawn a new device in the field. Is that not just Uplink? But instead of a ball, it's a device? Or like sabotage? Like I'm not sure if it's a like you just drop it in or if it's a plant a bomb type thing. But it sounds very much like Uplink, which I like. I love Uplink. And I'm gonna play the shit out of this mode, and I'm sure it's gonna play great. But guys, it's Uplink. Is it a multiplayer only beta? I believe so. It's usually only multiplayer. But with the zombies reveal on Wednesday, I mean it's possible they might drop some craziness with it, but I wouldn't expect it yet. It's probably all just multiplayer. Also 10 out of 10 game you can pet the dog. I do love that they included that. I like BO2 remastered maps. I wish they would remaster some BO3 maps like Fringe. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some like that in here. Other modes in the beta, we're going to have TDM, Domination, Kill Confirmed is also in the beta. Hardpoint's in the beta. As for stuff outside of the beta, there's of course Search, Free-for-All. Gunfight is coming back. I'll talk a bit about that once we get into maps. I don't know if they actually talk about it during the map section, but gunfight is back. And so probably face-off will also be there, unfortunately. Kill order's back. I love that. Loved kill order. I was probably one of the 3 people who loved it. And control is back. You know what? They should remaster WMD. I'm thinking it's time, you know? It hasn't been long enough since we've had WMD in our lives. Alternate modes. Oh, yeah, right here they talk about face-off. Face-off brings small team combat in a more compact, to the more compact maps. Score streaks are disabled still in face-off, which I think is good, to be fair. Yada, yada, yada. And it's the same modes, right? Interesting that they would keep kill order. I felt like people did not like face-off kill order, but here we are. Skirmish is the 10v10 mode, or I'm sorry, the 20v20 mode. Takes place on 2 maps, which again we'll talk about later. I believe they're outlined on here. It seems to be like this game's ground war in that they're like cutouts from Avalon, or maybe it's not Avalon actually. Whatever the big map is, I think that's Avalon, right? Yeah. I'm second guessing myself. I don't actually know how it works though. Objective-focused maps, dropping teams into expansive environments with enhanced means of traversal, including wingsuits, grapple hooks, and vehicles, all assisting you and your squad get to the next objective with time to spare and dominate the other team. Wow, so it did not tell us what objective. That's interesting. I wonder if it's if it's like a war type thing, where it's like different objectives. Like, you know, you capture this and then you have to run over here and destroy that, and I don't know. We'll see. I am excited about this. I always like big team modes like this, but they can kind of be hit or miss whether or not the developers are like giving it the TLC that it deserves, you know? They also outlined the training course. Training course would be good if it was like the pit back in the day, you know, fake targets and like you can run it and do, you know, and you go for like time trials and stuff. If I had to guess, though, it's going to be just like the BO6 one, you know, that just takes place on Protocol, and no one there's no reason to ever run it. It's strange that they would outline it here in the blog post, but here we go. And then, of course, private matches. So that is the mode selection. That's where we're at. Not sure how many original maps are in BO4, but they can definitely remaster those. Yeah, I don't know that we've ever had any BO4 remasters, right? I think that's an entirely untapped game. But at the same time, personally, I didn't like BO4's maps. So, I think, though, there is a rumor. Shit, what is the name of the BO4 map? I'm not going to know it. I believe it's the prison, or the police one, I think. Oh, yeah, we did have Hacienda. Forgot that was BO4. It's a good point, any matter. Hope Dropking for Season 1 of Cold War. And only Season 1 of Cold War returns. Headquarters is one of my favorite modes. It's like Treyarch's on an HQ mode. What the fuck was Dropkick? Hold on. What was this? A frantic game mode of Hot Potato, where 2 squads battle for control over a briefcase containing nuclear codes. Be the first team to score 200 points and set off an explosive ending. Oh, this is just global thermonuclear war, right? I'm pretty sure this is just global thermonuclear war. Which I can't believe a game mode like that got cut from a MW2. A game mode that rolls off the tongue so well like that. Oh, yeah, kind of casino. That's a good point, too. Found Fireteam from Cold War pretty fun. Fireteam I couldn't get into. And after, like, the first, like, I don't know, 3 months of launch, you just couldn't find a lobby. And still can't. bring back Blackout. I'm pretty sure that's just Endgame. Yeah, Endgame is interesting. They obviously, this is all multiplayer, so they haven't outlined it. I am looking forward to when we get to the camo grind. I'll talk about it more. They mentioned that now you can camo grind in the campaign within that Endgame mode, and that like challenges, weekly challenges will be. You'll have a multiplayer challenge, zombies, a warzone, and a co-op campaign one for Endgame, which is really interesting. Like, you can play this entire game seemingly without actually playing like you can do it all in the campaign, apparently. Let's hope that it's good, but you can do that, I guess. What's going on, Not Your Boy? LAPD, was that the name of the map? Hold on. Let me just do this quick. I feel like it was a DLC map. Maybe Gridlock. I think Gridlock. Wow, great image. I believe that. Do not take this as a fact. This is me probably misremembering a rumor. I believe the idea is that this map is coming back. God, can I go? There we go. I think. I don't know, though. We'll see. It was MW23 BO6 that had the mode where the objective changed mid-match from TDM to hardpoint. Yeah, that was BO6. That was the Squid Game event. Loved it. Pentathlon, they called it. Loved that game mode. Oh, what I wouldn't give for that to be like a staple actual mode. But BO6 did this thing where it made a bunch of really cool modes like that, like Ransack, and that's it. And they put them in the game for fucking 3 weeks and then took them out. And now we're getting Ransack back, but it's only in BO6 and not in BO7. I want it in BO7. I want to actually play a game. Garrison from Cold War needs to return so you can finally do an accurate tour of it. No! If it came back, I still wouldn't do it. Just out of principle. I hate that map. That was probably my least favorite map of Cold War. Maybe, I don't know. It's also a deep cut, too. Shout out GMG, one of the OGs. Sounds a lot like Black Ops 3 with BO6 and theme of BO2. Black Ops 2 with Black Ops 6, Black Ops 4 like gun system. There's an attachment system. They had like you could call it specialist attachments. Yeah. So in this game now, there's. You know what? Let's just. I'll keep going with these. All right, because I'm losing. I'm losing focus here. So maps. We got 16. I shouldn't even say 16. We've got 18 total maps, of which 2 are big team 20v20 cutouts from Avalon. And 3 of which are remakes from Black Ops 2. So, of the original core ones, we have Blackheart. So it's a small-sized map. So when I see the word small-sized, I believe what they mean by that is face-off. So it'll be in regular rotation as well as face-off. But in my head, they're like the size of like Subsonic. You know what I mean? Looks cool. It's an oil rig out in the. Does it say what sea? Doesn't really matter, I guess. I will say, as we go through here, these are. I love the variety of maps in this. I feel like they all do look distinct. You know, one big issue with BO6. Especially once we got into like the DLC season, was like every map had the same color palette. Most of them took place in Avalon, and it got tiring. You know, I like that this one's back to the kind of like globe-trotting again. Also, the map names are just better than they have been recently. Probably. Well, I'll keep that in mind when we go through. I don't actually remember all the map names. Also, when we talk about the trailer set to an epic trailer remix of Fane, I'm gonna be real. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about like interesting music choice, like and discussing the music choice. Never fucking heard of this person before in my life. I'm 30, and I listen to the same music I did in college. I don't like. I'm a fucking boomer. I don't know who this is. I hope that they weren't someone problematic. At least it wasn't a Diddy song, I guess. David Bowie? How? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so map looks good. It is a face-off map, which usually docks at some points, but it doesn't seem that tiny. I don't see any stakeouts quite yet, but we'll see. This is another small-sized map. This one's Cortex. Kind of reminds me of these big vials. Reminds me of Biolab from Advanced Warfare. Looks like we can kind of go around here into the like across this cave. I guess this is probably a flanking route, and then this is like the main area, kind of like a secret lair inside of a cave, sort of deal. Exposure, I really like the vibe of. I love the orange of the dirt here, of the sand. It is it's a medium-sized map. I really would have thought this one would be large. Again, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of these maps remind me of AW maps. Like I mentioned, this one was Biolab. This one reminds me of, I think it was called like Climate or something. It was a DLC map. It was actually in my Guess That Map video. I think Biolab was too. Now I'm thinking about it. That's crazy. But this very much reminds me of that map. It's like an eco center kind of thing. Love it. I will say it's not very like war torn or anything. Looking at it right now, is this one? I mean, I guess they are like labs. I don't know. Reminds me of Solar from AW. Solar is also a pretty good one. It's just the sand. I guess the sand wasn't in the other one either. Then we got Imprint. This one's another medium-sized one. It's snowy. You'll see there's a lot of snow maps in this game, which I'm a big fan of. Love me some snow maps. I'm kind of trying to figure out what even it is. I guess it's just a weapons factory. Robotics complex, producing drones and battle tanks for the guild. Okay. Oh, press the control panels by the inclinator for a lift through the snow. Okay, you know what? I probably should have been reading these descriptions, because that is a good piece of info. Personally, I love... Oh, I'm sorry. It's getting cut off. Whoops. Hold on. No, that's that. Does that fix it? There we go. Okay. Interactive map elements. Something that I love in Black Ops games. BO6, they actually had like a handful. I'm glad that apparently there's some more here, right? There's apparently control panels that will lift. I don't know that there's actually even like an image of it. But in my head, it's like a ski lift, you know, on like Summit, you know. Excuse me. Still getting over a cold. I think it would have been fine if they split up between Avalon, Iraq, and Washington. 2019 had all of its maps on Urzikstan, Verdansk, and London, and nobody complained. Yeah, I think that there's also, like, there's ways of doing it, of, like, differentiating with, like, time of day and weather, and, like, they just didn't, you know? Like, it was another complaint that I had with MW22, is, like, I kind of like that it's all, you know, takes place in, like it grounds it in a certain way, you know, being all, like, this is all in Al-Mazrah. But, like, that isn't an excuse to just, like, make every map look the exact same. There's I haven't played in a while, but the game Ready or Not, the like fucking SWAT team, you know, fucking, you know, check your corners game. Every map, as far as I'm aware, every official map takes place in the same city, right? Los Sueños, I think is the name of it, like a fictional LA or Miami or something. But even though they all take place in a city, they're all over the place, you know, in terms of like feel. Hey, welcome to Private, Tyler. Thank you so much. So I don't know. I feel like, you know, like I said, different weather, different like different time of days, different like level of destruction. You know, it could have gone a long way. Hey, what's going on, late night? Where are we at with the discussion? Talking about how maps are good sometimes. Let's see. On a serious note, let's hope we don't get any AI trash. Like I've said before, I think that was because BO6 didn't have enough content. I don't know. I think the AI might just be like a thing that we need to like. I don't know. I don't want to say accept, right? Because like that's giving up, right? But like I don't think that it's like, all right, AI's done. Like I think it's still happening. You know, like it's going to keep in every field. AI is just going to keep building and building, at least for now. Like that bubble hasn't popped. Not sure when it'll pop or if it'll pop, but that's where we're at. I am at least thankful that like for the most part, AI is still just like the 2D calling cards and shit that I don't really care about. I think we're still a ways away from maps being AI generated. Regardless of what certain YouTubers, doomsday YouTubers, like to tell us, but we'll see. Also, where's Nuketown 2035? It's probably gonna drop like a week after. If I had to guess, they'll probably talk about it at COD next week. Earlier so they could develop large maps that are well suited for 10v10, 12v12 games. The 6v6 stuff can get annoying on these small CQB focused maps. Yeah, I'm with you. There are a few that are labeled large sized or something on there. Maybe there's just one. Hold on. Yeah, large scale. So this one is large. We'll see how that actually, like what that actually means. Oh, and that's literally it. Oh, there's one large size 6v6 map. We'll see. One thing though that I loved was like Vanguard. The amount of players was variable by map. So you might have, a medium-sized map like the Forge have 6v6, but then they would, if you ended up on a map, next up in rotation is Retrieval, which is a larger size map. Default might be 8v8 or 9v9, so you had like kind of that bigger feeling of it, which is really interesting. I kind of like that, especially if they like, I don't know, don't do like a 10v10 mode at launch, which for some reason they never do. But I don't know. What's going on, Butley? Yeah, combat pacing, exactly. What are the vibes for the trailer? I was sort of shocked at how empty it felt. Like the trailer had no energy, it was quiet and low-key. I kind of appreciated that about it, though. Like, one thing that I liked about the trailer, I'll just play it while I talk about it, was the amount of it that was just, like, actual gameplay. Either POV, right, like actual gameplay, or just, like, captured in engine stuff. Well, obviously, a scene like this is staged, right? Hey, welcome to Captain Butley. Should I salute every time someone becomes? I feel like that's stealing valor. I shouldn't. But thank you so much, Butley. By the way, if anyone wants to become a channel member, we got a brand new. Well, it's a few days old now, but we do have a brand new members exclusive video that just went up the other day, talking about Black Ops 6 maps, like a retrospective, and we should have another one coming up pretty soon here in the next week, I think. So stay tuned. But anyway, one thing that I fucking hated about like MW3 specifically, was really, really bad about this, was like 90% of their trailers were just like people doing executions and like these flashy animations that like real quick, like pulse on the community. Everyone in chat, let me know how many executions you've done per game since like Black Ops 6 has come out. Like how often have you executed people? Like this at least is like indicative of like this is the kind of gameplay you are most likely going to like have, right? Like we're going to get that thing. We're gonna blow someone up with it. We're gonna try the fucking this Dragon's Breath shotgun. Won't that be fucking rad? This dog thing. Oh my god, crazy. But like the other trailers are all just these executions, and it's like it looks cool, but that's not gameplay. It's gameplay. So I don't know. Yeah, like 0.001. Yeah. Really worried about the fire shotgun returning. We'll see. Fire shotguns, they always look worse than they are, you know? Let's see. Yeah, 1 to 3 or 2 to 3 a week. Yeah. I guess it just lacked energy. The music felt sleepy. The weird sound design was quiet. Sort of makes BO7 seem boring. I have heard that a few times. To me, I don't know. I'd mind it, you know. Controllers have always been cinematic. Yeah, I mean, look, I've also said it a million times. Like, Call of Duty's biggest strength is its marketing. Welcome to Private, N4TH. Nath, maybe? Regardless, welcome to Private. Thank you so much for joining. Fire shotguns haven't been good since 2019. They're not always like actually like great, but they just feel like aggravating when you get killed by one. I can't describe it. It's like there's like an extra level of like fuck you that goes into Dragon's Breath, you know? Even though like it might actually be underpowered in some games, like after they nerfed it, and I think it was World War II, it still just like felt always like, I don't know, insulting in some way. Did Vanguard have some wild shotguns for a while? I might be thinking of that game. For some reason, Vanguard and World War II at this point blend so much in my head. Like now that we're, you know, a few years removed. All right, let's get back to the blog post here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're going through maps. I'm not going to, like, laser focus on every single map, but for the most part, they look great. I'm loving the variety that I'm seeing. Obviously, like I said, we don't have layouts or attack maps, which I like. I really appreciate that, like, we don't have all of the answer, that we don't literally have an answer key on day one. But obviously, that does mean we don't know how they're going to play. But visually, looks pretty solid. The Forge, we've seen a lot. I think this is like one that they're really pushing. Most likely will be in the beta. Oh, actually, it says in the beta. Oh, here, all right. So they front-loaded it. Okay, so as far as what's in the beta, we have Blackheart, we have Cortex. Those are two small maps. We have Exposure, playable in beta. That's a medium. We have Imprint, which is a medium, and the Forge, which is medium. Also, Toshin is in the beta, which is medium. Okay, and then we get out of it. Okay. So that explains it then. So these are the maps in the beta then. That's going to be cool. I like that. Toshin looks cool. It's a city-style map. Kind of reminds me of Tokyo. I think it's probably based off of Tokyo, but like a weird, like intergalactic cable kind of vibe. I'm not sure what's happening here. Like what am I looking at? Is this a butthole? I think it's someone holding a mic, but it has a tail. Am I high? What is this? Didn't someone get a 30-second nuke with Vanguard shotguns? Maybe. Pizza cat? That's a pizza cat? What part's the pizza and what part's the cat? I don't understand. Is a good map selection? I agree. I think so. This is the BO2 remaster that was rumored for a while. Not actual remaster, just a new game with BO2 inspiration. Yeah, I mean, it's a direct BO2 sequel. I think that's the best way of putting it. Because like a lot of BO2 weapons are also coming back, right? You got the Peacekeeper, the M8, A7. I think that's what it is. I think it's 4-round burst AR. So like we got a decent amount of BO2 stuff back, you know. Now, as far as stuff that's not in the beta, we got Colossus. Looks interesting. It's on the water. Oh, crashed plane there. Very decrepit. See, this is what they could have done. Like, let's just say that this map and this map might take place in the same location somehow. That wouldn't actually make any sense. But, like, you could make one... In the example of Avalon, right? You could make dealership, let's say, look all run down and worn down, right? It's a shitty part of town. Whereas then the next one is somewhere else, is, you know, in the city center, and it's bigger. Like, just something like that, and then time of day on top of it would like really have helped set those maps apart, even though they were still in the same location, right? I guess that... I'm going backwards now, but yeah. Sorry, I kind of talked over that. Welcome to Captain Ghost Busty. Still love that name, Ghost Busty. Welcome. Thank you for your support, as well as everyone. We've been getting a ton of members tonight. Thank you guys so much. Or even was Avalon, was it ever a Warzone map? So, we'll probably find out at COD Next. I believe the plan now is most likely Avalon will be this year's Avalon, or this year's Warzone map. Because Avalon also comes back in the two big team maps this year, which I'll get to in just a second. Like, I think it's coming right up. Flagship is another small one. Beneath the hulking mass and fight over surrounding worksite. Homestead is up next. Homestead, I think, is to me, it's the most, like, it stands out the most. I think I'm hoping that this one's good, because this is such a neat idea. It's Homestead. I believe it's, yeah, witness the northern lights over David Mason's Alaskan childhood home. This is this is Mason's house. So it fits into Black Ops lore. He's been from Alaska since BO1, right? It's not like they're retconning something. Maybe there'll be some cool Easter eggs in it. Who knows? Might be cool. And it looks visually fantastic. I love, like look at that, the cabin, and it's just empty, open. I hope that you can kind of just like run on the ice for a bit until it breaks. That would be cool. Aurora Borealis at this time of year. Who knows what time of year it is? Actually, that might be a decent enough video. It's like I should check if it should show up canonically. Find the warmth of the cabin or brave the elements using a rocky terrain to flank enemies. Watch for occupants in the various outbuildings and dive through the frigid water to try and reposition out of sight. Oh, so you can kind of go under the ice. Ignoring hypothermia risks in favor of surprise attack from below. All right. Pick at the bottom looks AI generated. Did you say bottom left? Yeah. I mean, maybe, only in the sense that, like, it's a well-composed shot. You know? Let's see. No, one of the top, the two above. These? I don't know. You can point to anything and say that it looks AI generated, though. I don't know. Then this is the other small size map, Paranoia. This is, I think, another one. We'll see how small it is. I'm a little worried that this one might be like the stakeout one. Because just like looking how close together everything is, it's possible that like this is one side of the map and then like that is just the other spawn, like right there. I will say though, love the aesthetic. One thing that I disliked about BO6, and this might be a hot take. Black Ops 6's story had to do with like finding the cradle, right? The cradle. This thing that like basically turned you into a zombie. It turned you into a super soldier, right? Whether or not you like that addition to the Black Ops lore or not is a completely aside. But multiplayer just like didn't touch any of that. I really would have expected like the cradle to be like a field upgrade or something, you know? I would have expected them to get weirder with it in some way. And so I'm liking that, well, not every map. I think this is the first kind of weird one so far. Actually, maybe this one might be a little bit weird. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel like we've seen a shot of this city in like the campaign trailer. Maybe it's not so weird here. We'll have to see. But I do like that we're getting at least like one weird map. Like this one takes place inside of someone's head, most likely, right? There's something going on at the hospital, but is it all in your head? Well, half the tiny map appears like a normal medical facility. The other half erupts into a psychedelic dreamscape. Objects floating upward with a red light shines through the broken ceiling. Hold on to your sanity or risk being administered for life. By the way, whoever's writing this shit, fuck yeah, dude. Love it. What did I miss something about the kitchen? Hold on, because now this part of the county localized completely within your kitchen, and then I saw something else mention something about a kitchen before. I think I missed whatever it was. Oh no. Steamed hams. The only COD that benefited from a seasonal story, in my opinion, was Cold War. They pulled it off so well. Yeah, I agree. The BO6 story started out seeming like it was going to go somewhere, and then did the thing that the last 3 games have, where it's just like completely disconnected seasons that don't go anywhere. It's just strange. Hey, what's going on, Sober? Oh, but I think I saw someone ask about Celsius before. This is an Astro. Not my favorite, but they were out of cherry cola, guys. Also, it's been a while since I said like hello to everybody in stream. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Donuts, of course, as always. Cornelius, Salvo. I'm trying to think of everyone that Beach Wind. It's been a bit. Rotaku. Love it. What's going on, everybody? Okay, so because I asked at the top of the stream, but we got a lot more people in here now. What is the vibe? What is the vibe for BO7 right now, as far as multiplayer goes? Because the thing about COD, especially now, is there's so many different avenues of it, right? Zombies reveal is happening on Wednesday. And so far, Zombies looks fucking crazy. Like I shouldn't say crazy. When I have like an image like this up, it looks good. Like it looks like a game that I actually like really want, like a vibe that I really want to like sink my teeth into. Obviously, we don't know anything about gameplay yet, but like that avenue looks really good. The campaign, I'm a little iffy on. I'm a little scared. But multiplayer, how are we feeling? Because I feel like multiplayer is the shining star, the North Star of this franchise, generally. Like, if multiplayer is good, then the game is good. At least, like, in, like, the broader, like, zeitgeist, right? So, how are we feeling about multiplayer? Because, like, I'm pretty pumped. I still got to see some, some things in action. We'll get to, like, the sandbox here in a minute that I'm a little iffy on, but, yeah. You see that goes to... Oh, actually, I saw that right as we started streaming. I literally have that tweet open. We can read that here in a minute. But hold on, let me see what you guys are talking about multiplayer first. Looks decent for the most part. Definitely a step up from Black Ops 6. Yeah, I agree. I like that that they seemingly are not just... It's not another MW2 to 3 situation. At least, like, visually and aesthetically, they are distinct, and like there's enough different there. Personally, I'm excited. I just think of it as can't be worse than BO6. Still enjoyed that game for 2 or 3 months. Yeah, and like, look, I still enjoy the core gameplay of BO6, right? To me, the live season stuff just didn't hold me, and if anything, it only like made me mad. Like and insulted almost, that like the amount of content that we got behind like these just long drip feeds that didn't feel rewarding at all, to the point that it was like I'm insulted that you think so little of my time. Like is how I felt about it. So like I popped on like the other day to play a little bit after the newest event to unlock the pistol. I played like 5 games of Ransack, which again, I've mentioned it a lot on this stream. Fucking love me some Ransack. Best fucking game mode that BO6 has put out. Thank God it's back. But after those 5 games, I kind of just felt like I had my fill, and I looked at like what the kind of stuff that they were trying to do to like keep me engaged, and I was just like, I was over it, you know? And that's kind of where I'm at. But core gameplay, like when I play it, I have fun. It's just like, I don't know. I also got to play Borderlands. You know, I got other stuff to do. So, yeah. I'm mixed about this game, to be honest. That's fair. I like, look. Everything is nuanced too. Like you should be mixed about most things, you know, especially before even playing it. Probably gonna split my time between BO7 and BF6. Hell yeah, man. Not super down for the whole futuristic mindfuck thing. Yeah, I get that. Look, can we also just like say this year has been and will be, I think, pretty goddamn good for gaming. Like the amount of solid games that we've had already this year, and like what is still coming out this year, right? Dying Light, The Beast just came out. Borderlands, I just mentioned, it just came out. That's on the heels of like Silk Song and like Metal Gear. Upcoming now is Battlefield 6 in like 2 weeks now. We of course have BO7. The Outer Worlds is coming out this year. Fuck, I feel like there were 2 or 3. I feel like there was another big RPG. Shit, there's like a lot of like quality stuff coming out this year, and it seems like so far everything that has come out has been like pretty decent. Like it hasn't been a lot of letdowns. So fingers crossed that we're keeping that streak alive. We'll see. BO6 got worse as the year went on. BO7 looks like it'll be great even after release. I hope so. But also at the same time, I'm kind of coming to terms that like Call of Duty might not be an all year game for me. It might be the kind of game that I play for you know, I hit really hard that first month, and then I just kind of come back for like a week here or there to play through the new season, you know? Like that might just be what COD is. And like for what it's worth, if I drop $70 on a game and I'm still playing it at all after that, like it's worth it for me, you know? But at the same time, I recognize that like my brain is skewed because I have fucking content brain, right? And like it's a little bit different, right? The game for me is a tax write-off. You know, like, so like I don't know. Take any opinion that I ever have with a grain of salt, I guess is what I'm saying. Join the stream super late. How we all feeling about the reveal? You joined at the perfect time, Kieran. We're talking about that right now. Yeah, I'm there wasn't a lot that surprised me, I will say. There was like one point in the trailer. Let me see if I can pull up the point. Oh wow, I'm actually there. Hold on. Can I just hit play? Is this it? Oh no, it wasn't it. Haha. The only point of this trailer that like actually caught me off guard, that actually like surprised me, was this. He walks into the room with a pistol, pulls out a second pistol, and then he puts it away. The fuck happened there? How do I do that? I want that. I love that. That was the only thing. Everything else in this trailer, I feel like I had heard about. You know, it wasn't like there was no crazy like, oh shit, they're doing that. Even this like end credits thing where they tease what's basically a swarm, it seems like. All right, we got a hand cannon. Yeah, there's a swarm, or what, you know, that version of a swarm. Nothing really like blew me away, but I am happy to see a lot of things returning and a lot of like elements coming together in different ways. But yeah. We talking about the Codfather right now? Yeah. I'm not gonna touch on that. I don't know what the hell he's gonna pick apart about this fucking trailer though. Yeah, Half-Life 3 actually also comes out in a week. I've heard that too. So, heard it here first. Let's see. 18 gay dislikes. Oh yeah, dude, that's a lot closer than it was earlier. Earlier likes were like really, really fucking hitting. I don't know how much I trust these extensions either. Now, like I've heard that they aren't super accurate. The extensions to like make you actually to let you actually see dislikes again. I don't know though. Honestly, I'm fully bought into the rumors about the new engine with MW4, and that BO6 will be was just a filler game. Hoping this one leaves at least a positive mark. I'm hoping. Yeah. I don't care about innovation at this point. Just make an all-around solid COD game for once. Yeah. I feel like you do need something though in like the trailer to like get people hyped. So like in that way, bring it all the way back around to talking about like the trailer being sleepy. I think agree, if only in like the sense that like, again, the only thing that made me do like a double take, like wait, what was that pistol thing? Everything else in here is pretty standard, right? Like we've seen everything before. And even like the thing that I mentioned is just pulling out a second pistol. It's not anything crazy. I guess the dog, to be fair, the dog is something new for multiplayer. Again, though, we've seen that in previous games, just not in multiplayer. And we even saw it in previous like trailers and stuff. You know what I mean? What could you see in this trailer that would make you go, whoa, at this point, though, at least from MP? I mean, that's fair, I guess. That like... It's, I don't know. That's kind of like asking, like come up with a new color. You know, like I don't know what would wow me, because if I could name something that would wow me, it would no longer wow me. Did that make sense coming out of my brain? like I want to see something that I wouldn't expect, I think. At the same time, though, I do want to, again, reiterate, I liked this trailer. Love this trailer. I love that it felt real. Or at least, I shouldn't even say real, because obviously everything in these trailers are always staged. But it didn't feel manipulative. In the same way that I feel like trailers often are with, like, flashy animations and bullshit. But, like, there was nothing that surprised me in here. Because, again, a lot of it, like the sharing weapon builds thing, overclocking gear, this would all be, I think, great stuff. But I already knew about it, right? Marketing already told me about it. I think I don't know if overclocking might have been a Ghost of Hope thing, a leak. But still, you know, yeah, I feel like I knew everything about the game going into this trailer. Or rather, I didn't. I knew everything that this trailer is trying to like convey to me already, if that makes sense. Were you the one on Twitter who was saying it was good to see gameplay instead of just finishes? Yeah, that was me. Trailer felt like it was OG COD trailer with gameplay sequences instead of just cool visuals. Yeah, and I think that might also be part of why people are saying that it's boring, is because it's so not what we're used to seeing. But in my opinion, like I think it's more accurate to like what you're actually going to be doing, you know. And of course, if one follows the leaks, you're not getting wowed by the reveal trailer. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's fair. Which is why, like, again, like I'm saying, like my opinion, because I'm so like tuned into it and so like it, like I almost don't trust it, you know. And I want to know what other people are feeling. What's the everyday man feeling about it? Is this 20k to 18k accurate? Are we actually 50-50 on this fucking game? Or is this just for the memes, you know? Are these 18 people or 18k people just like people who weren't never gonna buy it anyway, you know? All more interactive maps. You and me both, brother. Love me some interactive maps. I love like Levolution maps. I completely forgot about those. That like those were ever in COD. I don't remember if it was the last stream or maybe in a comment or something someone left about AW having like these levels that like the volcano would explode next to, I think it was recovery, and that you had to like basically move into like a separate area for like a lockdown sequence. I thought shit like that, like, or the tidal wave coming in. I'm really surprised that we never saw that, you know, like come back. Yeah, drift with the landslide. That's a good one. All right, I got way off the plot here. Oh, hold on. Let me look at this leak quick. So this y'all brought this up before. I opened this like immediately before when we started the stream. Didn't read it yet. Exclusive Black Ops 7 Zombies will launch with standard mode and classic mode, which is also called Cursed. Love that. Classic mode is planned to have its own separate wall-buy mystery box and allowed weapon list. Okay. No minimap. Perk limit is 4. No exfil. Classic point system. Start with pistol. No armor. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is all I've wanted from Zombies forever. If they confirm this on Wednesday, I'm in it. I'm in it for the long haul, baby. Yeah. I'm curious, Donuts. What do you think as our resident Zombies scientist? I'm trying to think of. I don't know what your credentials are, Dr. Donuts. I would be curious to know like what do y'all think about this? Because like I was expecting a classic Zombies mode to come as like part of BO6's DLC, and I was really shocked that it wasn't. Like I was expecting there was a season that skipped a map, right? Was it after oh no, the Tomb. Wait, how many Zombies maps has there been? Citadel Tomb, the one that I can never remember the name of, but I fucking love, with the T-Rex, and then the Reckoning. That's 4, but it's season 5, right? So we did miss one. God, I'm getting too old for this shit, man. I can't remember what happened 6 months ago now. Regardless, though, there was a season that didn't have a Zombies map, and I was expecting them to drop classic mode there. I'm glad that we are finally getting it, though. I would love to see. I don't know. I guess we'll see when the zombie stuff drops. One thing that we haven't really talked about is carry forward. Obviously, they canceled all the carry forward stuff as far as like weapons and operators coming to multiplayer. Cut all that off. Which, for what it's worth, I think I am in favor of. Obviously, like everything, there's some nuances, some pluses and minuses, but overall, I'm for this game having its own unique flavor, and not having like a massive sandbox immediately like that. But I really one thing that I really enjoyed about the last time they did carry forward from MW22 to 23 were the maps. Mercado came over, Shoot House came over, Red Rover. What else? Farm 18, Greenberg Hotel. I think those are the 4. And then obviously like Shipment. I loved that those maps got to like live on a bit, because like those 4 maps that I mentioned, solid maps. I think the best maps in MW22 for the most part. I would love to see like carry forward maps. Like I don't have a problem with carry forward maps between games like this. Like I would love to see Skyline come back. Skyline's a solid map. I really liked Vorkuta. I don't know that many other people did, but I really like Vorkuta. Subsonic even I think is great. Something to like give these maps that developers work really, really hard on that, you know, get forgotten after a year, sometimes less. Just to like give it a little bit of love, you know, a little bit of like longevity to it, because I don't know, I really like that. Now granted, I don't know that there's like enough room in the map pool for it, right? We have 16 maps in the 6v6 rotation at launch. Most likely to be 17 almost immediately with Nuketown, and then season 1 usually starts like 2 or 3 weeks after, and we get another like 3 maps. So like it's already a lot. But I would love to see that. But anyway, where I was headed with this was zombies. I would love to see like carry forward zombies maps. Like, is it that hard to carry forward those maps like directly over? I mean, they did it back in Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 launched with all 4 original World at War maps. You had to buy the hardened edition to get it, but it launched with all 4 of those maps. And that was there was a year in between, and the COD wasn't all like this unified system like it is, you know. Like, I would love to see, like, hey, for year 2 of you know, or for Black Ops 7, instead of having you know, back out of the same application and go over to BO6 in order to play the Reckoning, you can just play the Reckoning right here on this engine here, you know. I think that'd be great. But yeah, who the hell knows? Fringe, Skyline, Subsonic, and Barrage are maps I don't want to see return. Ooh, Barrage is a solid one. I don't think of Barrage often, but when I do, it's a good one. Oh god, Red Card and Rewind. I'd take Rewind. I like Rewind. Red Card just has like weird flow. Rewind's biggest sin is just that it's big, and like I like big things. Go and clip that one. I think classic mode will be cool, but honestly, modern Cold War and BO6 zombies with Rampage Inducer is its own thrill, and I hope it returns for Rampage and Classic. Oh, did they mention Rampage Inducer? I assume that it wouldn't be in there. No, but the thing that I don't like about modern zombies is just that it doesn't have that like progression to it in each match anymore, which it seems like Classic will fix. Right? It feels like wall buys in the box are borderline useless. And I find that when I'm playing that game, I'm not even going for something. You know, I'm popping in and I'm kind of just going through the motions. I'm like, all right, I have this gun that I'm going in with, and just, you know, when my money bar fills up to this much, I'm gonna pack-a-punch it, and when my salvage bar fills up to this much, I'm gonna get a rarity. And it just feels like there's no like variety to it. There's no like you know, hitting the box and taking whatever like the very first thing is that you get, and then be like, fuck, this one sucks, and that like fucks with your entire point system because you picked up a sniper rifle instead of something that would be able to get you points immediately. And now you're like, ah, shit, well, now I have 0 points. I wasted it all on this. Do I just quick try to get 950 points with this sniper and then try it again? Or do I just like say fuck it and just keep going through the level? Do I just like buy this fucking MPL? It's a little bit more expensive, but at least I'm guaranteed. Like there's at least every game is like a little bit different to it, you know? Like points, there's some variety to points as well, because it's not kill based, right? It's based on the amount of hits that shots that connect, right? So instead of there being like a guaranteed, you know, okay, in the first, you know, 3 rounds there's a total of 40 zombies, so I'm gonna get 4,000 points, or 45, or like whatever that math is if I do headshots. But instead, like, oh fuck, I fucked up and I got the nuke, or which I guess still happens, but I fucked up and got the nuke, or like, oh, I mistimed the barrier thing. Like, I don't know. There's a lot more to it. Anyway, I think I'm boring y'all with fucking math and shit. But anyway, classic zombies, I'm all for. Love it. We've had BO1's last DLC and BO3's I don't know why they wouldn't just add BO6 zombies maps. My only thought why they wouldn't would be if they changed the core systems up so much that like it doesn't that like the maps don't work anymore, and or that like carry forward would fuck with it a little bit, because now all the maps on, or all the guns on that map would be not in BO7, right? That would be my only thought. But anyway, regardless. Fuck, we are still on maps here. I don't know if you guys can see this little, we're only this far down. All right, we're going to speed run through this, because I was only going to stream for an hour and a half, and we're an hour 20 minutes in. Buckle up, buckaroos. Scar is looking like a good map. I'm hoping my inkling, I don't know why, my indigestion, what is that? What is it called? I really can't think of the word. I'm calling it right now that I think this is going to be my favorite map. Intuition, that's what I was thinking of. My COD player's intuition is that I'm going to like the map Scar. I want everyone to hold me to that. When the game comes out and I fucking hate Scar, send me this fucking stream. But I'm calling it, I'm going to like this one. They also outlined the 3 multiplayer maps that we are getting from BO2. That being Express, Hijacked, which I made a video on. Oh, wait a minute! Guys, it's a dark day. I don't know if you've noticed anything about this image. Well, you're not allowed to see, apparently, because I can't fucking figure this out. Hold on. I don't know if you noticed anything about this image, but the Von Voyage is no more. It is now smooth slaying. I'm gonna be real. This is the biggest L I'm seeing with this fucking game. You gonna take out Von Voyage and replace it with smooth slaying? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. F's in the chat. I'm sorry. It's just kind of cringe. Smooth slaying? Like smooth sailing? More like smooth failing. Pulled straight from 2011. Oh, no, it wasn't. If it was pulled from 2011, it'd be Von Voyage. How are you going to disrespect the man's legacy like that? The map looks cool, though. I like the beach ball and shit here. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's got the wave. Anyway. I'm also talking about Vaughn like he's dead. He just left the company. What else we got here? We got Raid. Raid also is strange, because they got rid of the red dog shit. And I don't appreciate that either, Treyarch. You know what? I'm boycotting. I'm boycotting BO7 until they bring back the red dog shit, until they bring back Von Voyage, and until, you know what? Make the train blue or something. I don't know. You gotta do something to this. Is there anything like crazy about? I don't see on like first glance anything egregious about Express. But there might be something. Black Ops 7 DOA confirmed. Dead Ops Arcade or Dead on Arrival? Because yes. Oh, and then we have these 2 missions. Oh, here, let me read through these to see if I can figure out what the fuck this mode is. So this first one's Mission Edge. Hey, baby, I do that mission. Never mind. Take to the streets of Avalon's downtown district amidst towering buildings, fighting in and around upscale hotels and cafes, through underpasses, courtyards and parks. Take the stairs or attach to ascenders and reach higher vantage points to skip the climb altogether and stick to the outer roads. Commandeer a vehicle to outrun enemy snipers or beat them at their game by taking flight in a helicopter, bringing your squad along with you to fire from the passenger seats, or stay grounded, moving from roof to roof, claiming zones and eventual victory. This told me nothing about the map. What the fuck? The description of the mode told me nothing about the mode. The description of the map told me nothing about the map. What? This feels like an SEO dump. I don't know. Anyway, Tide is the other one. This one, if you could believe it, takes place near the coast. What looks to be like a little, probably like Albagra Fortress, you know, like that one section of the map of what's it called? Albagra? No, not Albagra. Obviously is the name of it. Almazra. Albagra. Why are we naming things like this? Come on. Anyway, Mission Tide says, deploy to the site of a large-scale military compound built on the coastal waters of Avalon. Fight and drive on the shore, up or around the buttress, rocks, toward the compound itself. Ascenders providing quick access to the other fortifications to the surrounding inner battlements, which feature the corners, sight lines within the compound itself. Explore the armory, mess hall, barracks, garage, and other structures. And okay, it didn't tell me much there either. I was really hoping it would tell me what the fuck the game mode was a little bit, because I'm still a little confused on what the fuck the objectives are. I thought maybe there would be different objectives. I guess not. But here we are. Eric Andre the Train, make it purple. Okay. Now we're getting into some stuff that I think is super positive. First of all, we can see the UI here. Love the aesthetic. Love the layout. It works very, very well. I am actually now noticing, wait a minute, one thing that I don't necessarily like is the bumpers. The bumpers give you your classes. I'll have to see how that feels, but that feels weird. I don't like that. It reminds me too much of MW22, and I still have some work to do in therapy to really move on, to really cope from what that game did to my psyche, at least on a UI level. So we'll see, but I love the aesthetic of it all. As you can see, you basically have all the same slots as BO6: primary, secondary, melee, wildcard, 3 perks, and a specialty. That's right, the specialty system is back, and they made it more complicated. A little strange. We'll get to that in a minute. You have field upgrade, tactical, and lethal. Standard stuff. New feature for the loadouts are overclocks. These, I believe, are like upgrades to, let's see, tactical equipment, lethal equipment, and field upgrades. Oh, and score streaks. Effective, I'll just read it. Effective use of these individual loadout items will unlock 2 overclock abilities over time, providing a variety of benefits like lower score costs for score streaks, decreased charge time for field upgrades, and extra lethality for your equipment. Kind of like augments, it feels like. Almost like augments for zombies, except it seems like better to unlock, right? You just got to use it to unlock it. Yeah, and kind of like AW's customized kill streaks, but toned down a little bit more. Interesting. Check out the exact overclocks later in this blog. I don't think we're going to go over every single one, but I'll skim through them when we get there. Primary weapons, they just kind of outline them all the different types. Tacticals, all your usual suspects are here. You got your stim, stun grenade, EMP grenade, flashbang, pinpoint grenade, which I'll talk about in a minute. I think that's a new one. Decoy, smoke, hunter bot. Don't know the hunter bot, actually. I'm going to have to look at that. Sight grenade, which I think is just your gas in this game. So what am I looking for? Pinpoint and hunter bot. Pinpoint, grenade that detects enemies within its range. Close enemies are shot with tracking devices that can be removed by victims. So kind of like those, what the fuck were the name of the site, of the I'm sorry, not the sites, the throwables in snapshot grenades. I think it's kind of like that, except, it like sticks to them and you have to physically remove it, which I kind of like. Did they say if they're bringing badges back? I believe they are. I believe they say that somewhere in the blog, toward the bottom. I skipped over it, but yeah, I believe they're bringing back like those like mastery badges. Overclock seemed kind of basic, to be honest. Just 2 options. I think I would rather them be basic than like super complex. I'll give you a good example of something I think is too complex here in a minute when we get to the perk system. Oh, and then they don't talk about what the hunter bot is. So I'm a little bit worried about that, but we'll see. That probably means that the Hunter bot isn't going to be in the beta, so we won't even get to use it, but we'll cross that bridge later. Lethals, we have the second thing I'm worried about, which is the point turret. Everything else on here, though, is pretty standard. Frag, sticky, cluster grenade, which I think is new for Black Ops, maybe, but was in, like, fucking... Actually, no, it might have been in BO3, even. I don't know. Oh, no, it was in BO4. Combat Axe, Molotov, C4, Needle Drone. I think that's also... Oh, no. I think Needle Drone is just the Breacher charge. Breacher drone from MW3 as far as... They talk about the bot right below. Oh, did they? Oh, shit. I'm a fucking idiot. Thank you so much, Butley. All right. Hunter bot, a personal defense device that hovers near and homes on enemy equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks before exploding on impact. Okay, interesting. So it's like an anti... Huh. Can you use that on a trophy system? Because a trophy system's a field upgrade, but usually, you know... Usually the trophy system obviously would stop it. It's really good to know. But I guess it would be good to know. I guess, though, it isn't in the beta, though, right? Because it says additional. Gotcha. Okay. I kind of like the idea of that. Yeah. Yeah, I can dig it. That one gets a thumbs up from me. That's a myth-busting video right there. Yeah. Trying to figure out, you know, in this rock, paper, scissors, who's the rock, who's the scissors, who's the gun, you know? Let's see. We got, point turret. This is the one that I was concerned about. Small deployable sentry turret that automatically shoots at enemies, distracting and damaging them. My main concern is that this is just like a thing that you get on your class no matter what. It says damaging and not killing them. So I wonder if it's doing like a small amount of damage. If it's more of like meant to just like distract, I guess that's fine. But I'm just like a little concerned that they're giving everybody sentry guns off the bat, which I hope isn't the case. But that's a point of concern for me. We will see. That will be in the beta, it looks like. Needle drone, small flying drone that explodes on impact. Oh yeah, the same thing. Oh, it toggles between auto and manual control. The ones in MW3 didn't have auto, right? It just went straight. That's really interesting. Let's see. Field upgrades. This is where I was like most looking forward to like them doing some crazy shit. And I think that they didn't. They've got a good amount of crazy shit here, right? You got the assault pack, which is standard. Trophy systems standard. Fear trap, which I think is just like the Nova trap. They're basically just replacing Nova with red gas now. Scrambler's back. But then you got some other stuff. You got drone pod, which I believe is a brand new thing. Active camo, which is back from BO3, I think. It was the last time we saw active camo. I don't think it was in 4. Echo unit, which I think is like a decoy. I'll read on that in a minute. Mute field, which is just dead silence. I believe dead silence is a perk, though, as well. I'll have to check on that. Black hat is coming back. And squad link. I'll go over squad link, too, because I don't fully remember what that is. As for the new stuff, though, like I just mentioned, drone pod. Drone pod is a deployable device that launches aerial drones. Drones seek out enemies and explode. So it's a more lethal field upgrade, which I'm a little concerned about as well. Just like, again, like it's just a swarm that you get for just having a field upgrade. I don't know. We'll have to see it in action. Active camo I mentioned. Echo unit. Holographic soldier decoy tricks enemies and captures and holds objectives. Love that. One of my biggest, one of my favorite things in MW22, like sandbox-wise, was the little decoy. Glad that we're getting that back. Squad link, which I think is a pretty much new thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. This might be another thing from MW3. But Squad Link is a deployed device that boosts score and improves effectiveness of allied operators in the gadgets in range. So at first I thought it'd be like an ACS module, but I guess it's kind of like the oh shoot, what is it, like Warcry? There is a field upgrade similar to this right now in BO6 where you activate it and it hits a bunch of people in your vicinity and it gives them, I think, like, I don't actually know what it does. It might just be added score, or like some Warcry. That's what it is. I don't fully remember what Warcry actually gives other people. But it sounds like that, but it's something that you put on the ground. So that's interesting. Additional field upgrades. Yeah, they break down. Yeah, Black Hat, a device that hacks enemies, equipment, and score streaks, aim continuously at the target. To hack it. Which I don't think... Have we had the Black Hat back since BO3 as well? I love that that's back. I think it's health regen and speed. Yeah, that's what was in my head. This seems to be more... Effectiveness of allied operators and gadgets. Okay, so it might just be speed boost and health regen again. I don't know. Then we get into wild cards. Nothing crazy here, besides the fact that Fly Swatter and High Roller are back, both the DLC wild cards in BO6, as well as a brand new one called Specialist, which finally brings back Specialist streaks from older games. If you don't know Specialist streaks, it replaces your traditional score streaks with perks. So you get, actually it'll say here, I think, yeah. Perks, yeah, so at 200 points, you get an additional perk. 400 points, you get another additional perk. At 600, you get another one, right? You pick those three, and then at 12, so double that, Jesus. So then at 1200 score, you get every single perk. It's to make you the kill streak is the idea. Something that I believe it was started in the original MW3. I think it came back like once or twice throughout the years, but I'm glad that it's finally back here, and that it's not. We aren't waiting to get this as a season 4 roadmap item. It's just there on launch, thankfully. I think then we got perks. I will talk about perks. I just want to see what else is left. I might cut it off at perks, because like weapons, they're gonna be good, and then score streaks. I know people care a lot about score streaks. To me, there wasn't too much that was crazy about them. Besides the ones that we've already mentioned, like the dog. Oh yeah, Gravemaker. This is a one-hit kill sniper rifle that can reveal and eliminate targets behind cover, which is interesting. We'll have to see how it plays. We also have HKDs, which I kept reading as kids, by the way, before. Aerial payload delivers wheeled hunter-killer drones, which is fucking awesome. People can watch exclusive yeah, if they want to see weapons. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone's here for weapon stats right now. Yeah. All right, so no, that's the Legion thing. Wall jumps, all stuff that we knew about. Attack sprint is a perk now. Operators we talked about. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Back to perks. I'm not going to go through every perk, though. Really what I want to talk about is the fact that combat specialties are back. I think I've talked about this before. The specialties thing, it's just not hitting for me. So in BO6, you pick, if you pick all 3 of your perks to match the same color, then you get an additional perk called a specialty. And in this game, that's still the case, but now also if you combine 2 of them, then you get another perk. It's like a weird line. We're going to have to try it in action. I don't fully know. To be honest, this chart is kind of confusing the shit out of me. So if you mix red and blue, then you end up with defense and stealth hybrid. When you get a bullet, a limb, stay completely hidden from enemy minimap for 5 seconds. So like, it's nothing like crazy OP. But I don't know. I'm going to have to use it in practice. It just feels like something that I'm like not going to really like dive into that much. Like it's all going to just happen by accident, you know? What game do you think had the best perks and perk system that you want going forward? I'd want them to give Ghost's system a bit of like another chance for that, there were no tiers, but instead you had a set number of, like, it was like 10 points or something. And something like Ghosts cost 5 points. And, like, something, like, simpler, like, fucking reduced flinch or something. Or like, you know, throw grenades faster was worth only, like, 2 points. So you can mix and match. You can have 8 perks if you wanted, or you could have 2 really good ones. I'd like to see that come back. Or, honestly, perks is something that I don't think they even need to fuck with. I love just Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and giving me a wild card to mix and match, and I'm happy, you know? But yeah, that's about what we got. Like I said, I'm going a little bit over here on stream, so I think I'm going to end it pretty much right around here. I got to actually write this week's video still. So be on the lookout for that when it comes out. But overall, I'm excited about BO7. I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic, I should say. Like always, I feel like Call of Duty is only as good as your expectations allow them to be. Meaning, if you have this belief that this COD coming out is gonna fucking save your life or something, then the game is gonna come out and most likely it's not gonna live up to that expectation and you're going to be disappointed. Right now, I'm cautiously optimistic. So, like, my hopes aren't, like, crazy high. I'm hoping to be surprised, is basically where I'm at. And I'm hoping that, like, just seeing, like, the general gist in the community of, like, a lot of people are kind of, like, looking at it side-eyed. Hopefully that means that people will enjoy this game when it comes out. Because they're looking at it side-eyed. They're not fucking blinded by the hype, by the hopium that they usually are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'll be on Game Pass too, so it really doesn't hurt. You know, a lot of people can get it for free, you know, or at no additional cost, I should say, which is always good. So, yeah, Zombies Reveal on Wednesday. I don't know if I should stream talking about that or not. I'm not much of a zombies channel, but hey, maybe if y'all want me to, maybe I'll put a poll or something. We'll see. As for content on this channel, like I said, got a new video that I have to write today. I'm hoping to get it up before COD Next, so probably like Monday, so like a week from today. I want to, real quick, by the way, I know that's the end of the stream, like a lot of people have already tuned out, but thank you so much for the support on the videos lately. This last video fucking exploded, the hijacked one, which is incredible. Not only did we pass 25,000 subs off of that one, but we passed 26,000 subs off of that one. So thank you guys so much. Huge shout out to y'all for your continued support. I hope to keep getting to make stuff that you guys enjoy. And yeah, so next Monday hopefully will be this next video, and then we'll keep on rocking and rolling into the beta. We'll be streaming all throughout the beta and all that. I'll probably end up streaming COD Next. Or if not, like the night of COD Next, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that'll about do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.